Welcome to the Bushido Gang. What's up, guys? It's Attack on Samurott, and welcome to my drawing vid. So right now, I am working on a panel that I have planned for a comic that I'm working on. So in case you don't know about me and you're new to my channel, I actually do drawing vids. Now it has been quite a while since I've actually done a drawing vid. Again, the last drawing vid I did, that wasn't, on my laptop, was actually the one I did for Surf Edge. So I'll probably leave that in the description if you guys want to check that out, or I'll just put like a link or something at the top. But yeah, that was like the last drawing vid I did on my channel. I plan on doing more throughout the summer, so just be on the lookout for that. But right now, what I'm working on is, like I said, a panel for my comic. Now it's not like a full-on like panel. It's just like a draft that I actually drew up and that I actually wanted to share with you guys. So before we really dive in further into the drawing vid, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, join my Discord Bushido Gang, and subscribe for some more content on the channel. Also follow me on my Pokemino and check out my Smogon profile. All those links will be down in the description. So let's dive into this drawing vid. I guess it's not really a drawing vid. It's more like I'm drawing and you guys are just watching. So how do I really start this? Okay, my comic. So the name of my comic is called Ozzy Strider. So okay, actually let me dive in real quick. I gotta make sure I don't want to mess this up. Probably just like move this over. There we go. That looks a little better. Probably just bring that over there. Okay, there you go, and then bring that a little bit more downward. Alright. So my comic, Ozzy Strider, is basically about this 14-year-old boy that's actually named Ozzy Strider, and he's just starting high school. At his high school, he actually wants to join the track team at his high school. So while he's there, on the team, or like building up to get to the team, or is actually on the team, he is going to have to deal with a lot of stuff that comes with doing a sport. In case you don't know, or in case if you guys have ever like done a sport or done some kind of extracurricular activity, there's a lot of responsibility that comes with it, because you're not just gonna do like what you have to do. There's like more to it than that. Like, you have to be on top of not only like maintaining your goal for whatever you have and for whatever you're doing, whatever extracurricular activity you're doing, but also it's like that responsibility that you have while you're doing that activity, because you have to be able to learn how to manage that, and that's kind of like something that teenagers like 14, 15 have to deal with. That's just pretty much part of their part of growing up. So my character Ozzy Strider is going to be doing that. Now while he is joining the team, like I said, it's still a process. Like, because again, with everything, there's always going to be like some hold on, let me make that another. Should have made this another layer. Okay, there we go. That might be on layer. Which layer is that? That's layer 1. Okay, let me go to layer 3. Okay, there we go. Yeah, like I said, it's a process. It's a process to actually stick with whatever activity you're doing. So again, Ozzy is going to be going through that throughout my comic. Again, like, that's something that I had to go through when I was a teen. That's so weird to say, when I was a teen. Yeah, while he's doing this, he has to manage between school, his time with the sport. Like, actually like, you know, practicing not just with the team but also by himself. And he has to maintain, and he has to learn how to manage his own life as well. So basically, it's just about how, you know, coming to greatness takes a lot of effort, like a ton of effort to really you know, like get to where you want to get to. So the comic is actually loosely based off of my own experiences with track and just, you know, high school and all that. So I wanted to add some elements from my personal life into this comic, just to, you know, kind of give you guys like what life was like for me, I guess. But yeah, it'll pretty much involve like a lot of like real life stuff again, when it comes to like how my family is, how how the people I've met in my life have been, and pretty much just all that jazz. So it's just a whole like hold up, let me make that white. No, let me make that the background. Crap. I'm just tripping over everywhere. Okay, let me just switch that. There we go. That looks better. I know it doesn't look great, but but I can just, you know, smoothen out the lines and it'll look better. It's just a draft anyway. So let's get another layer going. So let's create a sub layer right there. All right, and now we can do this one. And there we go. All right, that's one. And we can go over here and do this one. So this panel that I'm working on is it's actually a panel from well, I mean, the idea that I have for this panel is going to be for Ozzy's first track meet. So these spikes that he gets, these are actually his brother's spikes. And he actually looks up to his brother, kind of like how I did when I was growing up. Again, I looked up to my brother a lot. I just saw him as like this really cool guy, you know, like great with people. Always just wanted to be like him because I just thought he was that cool. Again, as a kid, but yeah, I kind of just wanted to reflect that. Right here again with him, with his brother, giving him these spikes. So this is basically kind of like a what's it called? It will be like a flashback kind of panel. Again, just like Ozzy reflecting on the spikes he gets from his brother as he goes for his first meet. So yeah, that's basically the idea that I have for this panel. Hold on, let me check my notes real quick. Cause I wrote down a lot of stuff about this. So yeah, as you can see, like the design for the spikes, they're pretty like, well, one, they're pretty loose, and two, they don't really like look like real. I mean, they look like spikes. They look like spikes, but maybe to somebody else, they could probably look like football cleats or even like soccer cleats. But these are track spikes. As you know, like, because when it comes to track spike designs, like they always like have like this slender looking, like, what's the word? This slender, is slender the right word? Straight, maybe? No, I think slender is the right word. Like slender, like right to like the point, like to the tip, I guess. For spikes, as they, you know, like just come down right here. So so yeah, let me do this right here, and then this one. There we go. Then that one right there. All right. Let me also get in the middle right here. So currently in my comic, I have written about 7 chapters. Once I hit 10, then I'm actually gonna start, like, actually do want to start drawing out my own panels. But again, in this point, I'm kind of just like building up the story. Like right now, where I have my comic, in this at this point, Ozzy has already made a couple friends. He already has like a little friend group already, like, that I've already built for him. So it's kind of in that process right now. Oh, that is not how I wanted that to look. Let's make that, make that white. There we go. All right, and then do that. But yeah, I actually wanted to give my main character a friend group because, well, I mean, in almost every comic that you've seen, or I'm pretty sure that like everyone has like read or some form of media where there's like, you know, not media, I don't think that's the right word either. But basically some form of entertainment, there's always going to be like a friend group. Like there's always one. Like I don't think you're ever going to see any type of work where the main character is by himself. There's always going to be a friend group no matter what. So to be honest, I was actually having thoughts about how I really wanted to like make that, if I really wanted to make like a friend group or if I wanted to make the character by himself. But when it comes to like a sports comic or just a sports manga, stuff like that, like there's always going to be a friend group no matter what. Like you can't, it's called a team for a reason. It can't be like your own kind of thing. Granted, like track is kind of an individual sport. Like there's track isn't the only individual sport. There's also like boxing, and then there's boxing, tennis, bowling, golf. Like there's a couple that actually fit in that category. But all in all, it's not like the whole sport isn't like I can't think of the word. The sport isn't just like an individual thing. It's still a group effort still. But at the time, again, personally for me, I always felt like it was a personal thing. Like it was just, you had to work on this by yourself. You know, that's what I thought initially, but it's never been like that. Like it's always going to be a group effort no matter what. Again, like you always go to like practices, and you're never just going to practice by yourself unless you're slow. Then you kind of just go by yourself. But yeah. But in the end though, the team will still support you, and they want to see you get better and improve. So I will say that my main character will start off like that. He's not going to be like what? Let me see if I can give a good like comparison of a character that's like super like great in the beginning. Like, okay, well, I don't know if this is really a great example, but a character like Saitama from One Punch Man, like he's OP in the beginning. Like literally, he's OP in the beginning. Well, I mean, no, they show him first, you know, with his hair and everything, and he's fighting that crab monster. Like that's how the manga and even the anime started. So like there's always going to be a beginning. There's never just like, oh, he was this powerful in the beginning. Like it's never going to be like that. So you have to be like realistic when it comes to making your or for me personally, like when it comes to like how I'm making my comic, I want to make it like as realistic as possible. And not just make him like some kind of god in the beginning, because that would just be boring. No one wants to read a story like that, unless you're really into it, or unless the author can make it good. But most of the time, they're never gonna just do that. So let's see. Let's make that white. There we go. And we can do another one right here. All right. So again, I'm gonna fix all this, and it'll look a little bit better. Also, I should probably make this should probably lower the opacity on this. So let me go to properties. Where's the opacity? There it is. Okay, let's make that a little bit lower. I think that's good enough. All right. So there we go. So I have most of the detail for the hand. Again, all this is just shading and just like, we're not shading, it's just like rough sketching. So I can still like clean this up and then just connect everything else. So Now we can go on to the onto the spikes. So let's get these spikes underway. So here we go. Now when it comes to like the planning of how far I want my manga to go or my comic to go, I honestly haven't hit that point yet. I don't know where or how far I want to get this, how far I want this comic to go. For now, I know that I want to have at least like 50 chapters. At least 50 chapters for like the first part of his high school year. I want to have at least 50 chapters. I think that will be a pretty concise number, and I think a pretty realistic number. It's gonna be a lot of writing. It's gonna be a lot of writing and a lot of drawing. But I think that's part of the fun of doing this. You know, that's what I think. I'm actually gonna make this the stroke a little bit longer. I think that looks okay. I just want to go like 3. All right, and now we can get into this side right here. So let's get the outside of the spike. Another thing I actually do have some inspirations that I would like to put into this manga. Again, like some track inspirations like Usain Bolt. I have another one of the characters is actually going to be based off of a really old athlete. I don't know if you heard the name of the athlete. Her name was Joyner Florence, and she was one of the best female track athletes of all time. She had a really good time in the 400. I believe her time was like, it was a really insane time. I think it might have been like 48 point something. I know it was like less than 50 seconds. I know that because I was actually like doing some research on this person, and again, she was just like a basis that I wanted to use for one of my characters. So right now, in terms of characters I have drawn already, I probably say I have about 3. No, not 3. I have more than 3. I have about have about 10 characters I have drawn right now. So it's quite a few characters I've already got set up. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Let me go here. And let's go from right here. Oh wait, I didn't. Well, whatever. I'll just do that. And then from there, we can just go around the rest of it. There we go. Yeah, like I said, I have about 9 characters drawn out. So, and I already have like a whole bunch of like detail for each character too, like what their like how their personality is, and like what they like to eat, what their event is that they run, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Now I do want to add. Now I do want to say that it's not just going to be like, you know, a fully. Like, it's not going to be just like fully track events, like all the running events and all that. I do want to add the field events as well, like shot put, and like the hep, and even like some of the cross country stuff. I would like to add all that, but it's just gonna take a while for me to like get all that process, you know. But yeah, just gonna take a while to really get all that settled. But you're probably wondering, Samurai, why would you waste so much time making a comic? Well, you see, the reason was, well, you see, I wanted to make this comic because, I just thought it'd be fun. I literally just thought it'd be fun to do. Like, if it eventually becomes something big, I'd be very happy about it. I'd actually be very happy about it. I feel like I would have accomplished something, you know? So if it ever gets to that point, well, you just come back to this video. But also, but also I just think it would just be fun to do, you know. Like when I made this comic, or when I started to have the idea of making this comic, I was actually in my dorm room, and I was in my dorm. I believe I was in my dorm like freshman year when I made it. And I literally just had that burst of an idea. I was just like, man, it would be really cool to do a comic. So I started drawing my my main character, Ozzy Strider. Started drawing him, and then I was just like, what would be a good name? So I was on my Snapchat, and I was drawing this character, and then I posted the character on my Snap, and I was just like, yo, who should I name this? What should I name this character? And I got a ton of well, not a ton. I only got like 5. I only got like 5 names. So these were the names that they gave me. It was some pretty boring ones actually, but the one that really stood out was Ozzy. But I'm trying to remember the other ones. Or it was actually Oswald. Oswald was the one that stood out, and it was a very odd one. It was a very odd one. But I think the names were like Jacob, James. Basically, they all started with like a J name, which, in my opinion, I think J names are just pretty like. I'm not like if your name starts with a J, I'm not actually hating on you. I'm not. I'm just saying that your name is just very common. So I don't want to use a name that's common for my comic. Like, I want to have some unique kind of names and just like make each character unique to themselves. I mean, they could have like a standard name, but I could probably fix the make their last name something crazy. Well, not something crazy, but just something like different, you know. Like just something that you wouldn't normally expect. Like, again, a name like James Johnson is just so common and just so boring that, like, personally for me, I wouldn't find it interesting. Like, I rather listen, or I rather read a story about someone named, I don't know, Drake, I don't know, some like really out there kind of name. Like, I really think that if the character has a really unique name, then it'll attract more people. So that's kind of why I wanted to have Ozzy Strider as a name. Again, you could disagree with me on it, but that's just what I felt. So that's why I named him Ozzy Strider. Strider just because, you know, it's a track thing. Again, in track, when you run, like, you don't usually just say run. Usually just say like stride. Like they say like to stride in the grass, so that way you can relax your leg muscles and not have to like put so much like force into it, you know. Or you could just like jog or whatever. Which jogging does require like the least amount for running. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Let me go back real quick. Let's do that. And let me just go around that. Okay, never mind. I'm messing it up. I'm messing it up again. Just zoom back in. And I'll just go with that. Okay, well. Crap, I messed up. Okay, this is fun. I could just like connect them, so let's bring them together. It's gonna mess this up a little bit, but that's all right. Yeah. The thing I really like about Illustrator is just how much you can just fix the lines that you made, and you can still connect them to. Like, I always like that about Illustrator. Let me fix that. Bring that up, and then connect that. There we go. All right. So far, it looks alright. So far, it looks alright. I probably won't be recording the whole thing of me drawing this. I'll probably just like cut to where it's pretty much done. But yeah. Let's see how much further we can get. Actually, I can zoom out so you guys can actually see how it's gonna start looking. So So far this is how the outline looks. I'm not too sure if I'm gonna actually do like this, if I want to actually like draw out the whole box right here. I might do it, maybe. I probably will. But let me just zoom back in and continue diving deeper into this. Now with Illustrator, I don't know if it's gonna be like a thing I'm gonna keep using when I actually like start putting my drawing my panels out on here. I'm thinking about getting a new program. I've been watching this one YouTuber, I forgot his name, but he basically does a lot of he basically has his own comic that he's working on too, and he posts it on a website called what's it called, like Saturday something. Well, basically, again, like I said, he has his own comic and he uses a program called Clip Art Studio. So I wanted to do something like that, or I want to eventually get a program like that and eventually draw from that. I think that would be very cool to do. But yeah, I'm not going to do that quite yet. Once I feel satisfied with how everything is after like chapter 10, then I'm really going to start diving into this work. So let me just bring that down, connect that, and bring that down here. So there we go. Oh wait, no, I messed up. Crap. Okay, there we go. That looks better. And I can just fix this. So just bring that inward. I can also still, yeah, I can just bring that inward. There you go. Alright, let's go over here and do this side. There you go. And we can just connect everything. So let's connect it. And go up here. And then there we go. Alright, cool. Alright, so like I said, I can still fix this. So just don't worry about it if you guys are like paranoid about it. Let me actually fix that too. Bring this down. Oh crap, I messed up something. Okay, no I didn't. No I didn't. When I get yeah, I did mess up something. Let me bring this up and bring that up too. There we go. Alright, and that's not that bad. Let me do that one. I forgot to connect that. No. There we go. Alright. And now I can move on to this side right here. So let's just get these in here. So I do have a question for y'all. If you have done a sport or like some kind of like extra activity outside of school, what did you do? I'm very curious. Again, for me, back in high school, I did a lot of other stuff. Besides track, I actually was in the was a part of the student government. Not like that really matters, but I didn't even do anything in that thing. Like literally, I was just there, and that was it. I was literally just there. Like I basically went to like a Catholic high school, so I was the chaplain of the whole student government. So literally all I would do was just go in there and just pray, and that was it. And then that was that, and then that was the end of my job. and like we had meetings and such about like how to regulate the school and everything, but we never really like acted on it, you know? Like nothing really happened. It was literally just a group, and we were just there. And the funny thing is that at the time there was a girl that I was actually crushing on, that was actually part of the student government, and I was just like, man, like I was just fixated on her at the time. But you know, didn't work out. So anyways, so anyways, let's see. I actually want to fix that. I don't mean to like abruptly like end that story, but literally it just didn't work out. She just wasn't interested, so that's how that's gonna be. So let's see. I think I'm gonna do that. There we go. And add that. There you go. Alright. So yeah, I can still smoothen all this out. I'll end up adding the spikes as well. So let me get these spikes out the way. And that's one. Let's make it white and put that up. There you go. Alright. And then this one right here. And there we go. And I can fix that. Let's do that one. Oh wait. Oh, see that one. There you go. And there we go. And that one. And then there we go. Alright. Cool. Alright, let me get the other side. The other spikes. It's good enough. There we go. Again, I can fix that still. Keep telling myself I can fix that, but I haven't actually done it yet. But I am gonna fix it probably after this. All right, let me. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Let me do that. And there we go. So I do have some more inspiration for doing this comic. Well, actually, for one thing, I keep confusing it with either making it a comic or just making it a manga. But I mean, there's really not much of a difference between the two. Except, well, you know, a comic is like, you know, a Japanese is a Japanese comic. While, you know, here in America, it's just, you know, a comic. So like it doesn't really change anything. It's just like the way how it would sound, I guess. Let me do that one. So I guess you just call it a comic instead. So I'm doing a comic. But I like saying manga because it just sounds fancy to me. Instead of just saying like it's a comic. Like it just sounds like just saying it's a comic just sounds boring to me. So originally I did want to say it's just a comic, but yeah. Let me bring that down a little bit. And that could fix that. Let's see. Alright. Alright, I think I'm gonna start doing the words, and then I'll probably just come back to this and I'll just fill in the fill this in. So actually I'm probably not gonna do the whole words. I'll just do like a box, and then that'll probably be that. So let's do the box here. Actually I could just make a whole box. Screw that. Let me get that box. Where's the shape tool? Man. Oh, there it is. Yo. I do all this, but I still can't find like the thing I need. No. No, let me just, there we go. Alright, that's good. And let's just fill that. There we go. Alright, and I could probably just do a stroke with it and just make it black for now. There you go. Alright. So like I said, I'll probably just come back to this. Or I mean, I can show you guys like the finished product once I'm finished. But yeah, that is pretty much my drawing. Wait, hold up. I didn't mean to do that. That's pretty much my drawing vid. Again, I'll show like the full version at the end of the video, or at the or probably like towards the end. But yeah. Again, this is wait. I didn't even finish this part. Hold up. I can't edit without not finishing that part. Oh, that was just embarrassing. Let me finish that. How could I forget the other side of the spikes? If you guys want more of these, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to do more of these. It's kind of just, you know, like a change of pace from just doing the Showdown lives all the time. Like, don't get me wrong, I like doing them, but sometimes I want to take a break from them. just sometimes. And you know, just try to like, I didn't mean to do that. Let me get that blank. There we go. But yeah, I just want to like try to focus on some other stuff too. So yeah. There we go. And let me do that side as well. So there we go. And doop. There you go. Alright. So again, I'll have the full version, I'll have the finished version done, and you guys can check that. But hold up. I don't like messing that up. Oh, come on. There you go. Alright, that looks better. Alright, so that's gonna be it, guys. If you guys did enjoy this vid's probably been like an hour now. But if you guys did enjoy it, I'll probably just cut it or something. But if you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, join my Discord Bushido gang, and subscribe for some more content on the channel. Also, follow me on my Pokemino and check out my Smokeground profile. All those links will be down in the description. If you guys, I felt like this was kind of sloppy. I could have done a lot better with, you know, describing everything, and even like diving more into my comics. So I do apologize if I was, you know, kind of like bouncing off and on. But I can do better with this. I promise you. This I haven't done this in a while, so forgive me. But yeah, again, if you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, join my Discord Bushido gang, and subscribe for some more content on the channel. I'll see you guys in the next vid. Take care. Hope you have a good one, and peace out.